Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is Tinker77, and we're back on the Craftoria server. And you notice I'm starting in a very dim place here. I'm in the Nether, and I have found a Nether fortress. And I'm here today because I need to get some resources that I need for to make some goo. We'll get into that a little bit later. But the things I'm looking for are blaze, nether wart, and wither skeleton skull. So we're going to go around just real quick, see if I can get these. It should be pretty easy, just farming stuff up. You've done this all before in vanilla, so you know how this goes. I'm just going to try to get some of this, and then we'll get to building. As you can see, we found some nether wart. I'm going to grab all of this. I'm going to replant, of course, and take maybe some soul sand so I can grow my own later. And we're going to keep on looking around for things. And there's a wither skeleton skull. That's excellent. As you saw there, we got another blaze rod. What I want to do is start to get into capturing various mobs for a mob farm. And I'm going to use the creature catcher from Just Dire Things. Now, looking at this, you can see it takes these blaze gold ingots. And to get that, you need blaze bloom goo. And that's why I needed the wither skeleton skulls, the nether wart, and the blaze. But also you need to make the primal gel goo. So let's just start this process up. Let's do that real quick here. We got the primal gel goo. That's pretty easy. And then we should be able to make the blaze right here with the 2 blaze rods. And if that's the case, we have our goo. Now, what I believe this does is it takes gold and coal blocks and turns them into the ore that we need. So let's see what do we have for coal. We got a bunch of coal. So I'm going to make some blocks here. Let's go. I think I can just do 6 of that. That's fine. We got plenty of coal here. So I believe all I need to do is, let's do it out here someplace, is just put this right here, put the goo on top of it, and then surround it, and then wait. So I'm going to wait for just a little bit and see if this does turn into what I think it does. So I've tried this with both coal and gold, but I see this thing here saying blaze and this stuff. So I'm going to hit it with the blaze, and that kind of activated. I see what's going on. And then if I take one of my gold blocks here, yes, and you can also see the effect is going on to it. So it's spreading. So I'm going to turn the shaders back on here, which I had turned off so that I can see that going on. We'll do the shaders. We'll just enable the shaders. Of course, it's going to do a little bit of work there. And I guess we just wait, and this should turn into the blocks that we need. And you can see it did turn into it. So it looks like the gold blocks are making the blaze gold ore that we need. That makes sense. So if I put that I took it off just so I could watch it, but it did make what we needed. So now let me just get that and that. And I think I can vein mine this stuff right here. There we go. And so now we have approximately, see how much we got. We got 7 of the raw blaze gold. We're going to need more of that. So that's going to take more gold blocks. So I'm going to make a bunch of that right now, and then we'll see where we're at. And another set just changed over. So that should be all we need if I get the same amount that we did before. So let's go look at our backpack here. We have 28. That should be fine. Now, I believe we just have to cook this up into ingots. Is that right? I think so. Let's see what happens here if I put that in there. Yes, I should be cooking that up, and we'll have the ingots that we need. Now we have 4 of the blaze gold ingots here, so I'm going to grab those. I should be able to go over to here and now make a creature catcher. And this is what I wanted to get started with for this episode. So with this, I should be able to capture any type of creature that I have out here, and I can put it into a mob farm later. So let's go look for something over here. I think there's a sheep on the other side of this place. Let's go look around here. We can fly. They can't escape me this time. Should be up here someplace. Where are you, sheep? There you are. And if I want the sheep, I should just be able to just right-click on that, and they are now inside of the creature catcher. Excellent. Now that we have creature catchers and we can get creatures into these, we need a way to work with these with ours. And that is going to be using these containment jars. These can be used for later on to get resources out of them, like a mob farm and that sort of thing. But we have to get the creatures into here. So the next thing we're going to work on is trying to make this tablet of containment, because with the tablet of containment, we can contain creatures, okay? And if you look there, it takes this particular thing, the manipulation essence. I have everything else but this. To create this, I need to have inside of an imbuement chamber, a piece of source gem, and then these things on platforms, which should make manipulation essence, okay? So let's go and get that stuff right now. I know I need an imbuement chamber, and I think I've got some of this already. I do have the imbuement chamber. We're gonna need, I saw that, remember there was a clock. We got plenty of that. We needed redstone. I have that. And we needed, what was it, a stone button? So let's see if we need buttons at all. I do have a stone button. And then we need to get some pedestals, I believe. These are the arcane pedestals. I think, I don't have to be the lower kind, so I'm going to make them lower. Hopefully this will work. And I think that's it. I'm not sure. So we're going to place it close to where we have all of our source over here. I'm going to, let's see. Let's put one here, one here, one here, and this in the center. And I think that that should work. So we have, what was it, this way and that. I think all I need is a source gem. Do I have any of those in my, nope, nothing in my backpack, nothing in my inventory. And I think this is how you do it. I don't know if you have to do any special clicking or anything, but we'll see. So here we go. Put this in here. Crafting manipulation essence, add source nearby to increase craft speed. Okay, well, there is source nearby. You can see it's doing something. So we're going to wait for this to see what happens. Okay, this appears to be kind of slow. So I'm thinking about trying to change this positioning. Okay, so let's take this away here. Now let's move this one. Let me get all that out of my inventory. We'll put this one right here. So it's right next to that volcanic source link, and we'll put the imbuement chamber here. And again, we had the clock piece. We're going to put that right there. And let's see if this works better. Hopefully this, see, now you can see it looks like it's going over to it. Yeah, this looks like a lot better. So this should be working fine. And we should get the piece that we need coming this soon. There it is. Now that we have the manipulation essence, we should be able to make a tablet of containment. Except for we're missing something. And I wish it would tell me what it is. Glass bottles. I'm sure we have glass bottles. Come on. Yeah, we got a whole bunch of glass bottles. Is it, what, do we have vexing? Is that it is? We don't have any of the vexing archwood logs. So I've got to go find this really quick. And here is a vexing archwood log tree. We'll get this and hopefully we'll get some saplings so we can grow this back at the base. There we got some glass. So let's go back over here and make another one of these jars. Just goes in here really quick. I know I've got all the materials, but it's not in the storage system. That's interesting because I had it all on me. But there we go. We have 2 jars. Now, what we need to do here is you need to place these down. And so I'll do that over here. Like one here. Like I want to be in close in this range. I think it'll work like this. And then we take the creature catcher and right click it on an open block. And there they are. And then it should be caught inside one of the containment jars. And the creature catcher gets picked up in there. Okay. And we'll get rid of that in a second. But now we have at least one creature in a creature jar there. Containment vessel, whatever you want to call it. The containment jar. So now what we need to do is we need to get out our tool that we had here. You can look inside of this jar right here. As you can see, it's inside of there. Well, how do we get it out? Well, you have to get it out with a dispel. There it goes. Okay. Took me a second to get that to work. But now we have in our inventory the creature catcher. And we have our containment jar, of course, but then we have an empty containment jar right here. So guys, the next thing I need to do here is to go and capture a lot of different mobs for a mob farm, which I'm going to do right now. And so now I've captured a cow, a chicken, a skeleton, a vindicator, a drowned, a spruce creeper, an enderman, a wither skeleton, a blaze, an iron golem, a ghast, a spider, a slime. And I've gathered up all of those mobs and put them in this little room here. And I'm doing this in a way that's going to be 3 wide on each of the sides and filling in the corner. I don't know if the corner will reach because we're going to be making a Drygmy farm and the center location is where the Drygmies will be standing. So I want to make sure that they can access equally all of these positions. But this is where the mobs are. We got plenty of space for some other mobs and that's excellent. So what we need to do though is we need to actually make a Drygmy charm. So if you look at the recipe here, let's go look at this really quick. Drygmy charm. This is the charm. To make the charm, you need to have wheat and fish and apples and carrots and seeds, 3 gems, and a Drygmy token. And I actually have all that because I found the token in a chest, so we can at least make 1 Drygmy charm. Now this is on an enchanting apparatus, so we have to make an enchanting apparatus. I think I need to make it out of the zone where we have the braziers lit up there. So I'm going to do it over here, and let's see about doing this. So you need to have all of that done, and then you need to have those. Okay, and then which are the pedestals and the source core or arcane core, and then you need to have the enchanting apparatus. And I think that's all you need. So if I do this right, I should be able to just take these ingredients here, put them onto these pedestals, and I think that will work, right? So we have to have 3 of the gems, some seeds, and an apple. Okay, and the only thing left is to put the Drygmy charm in the center. And there we go. It's starting to work, and just give it some time. Neat little particle effects and sounds. That's very cool. And as they say, voila, we have a Drygmy charm. Well, maybe. It's really slow. I thought it'd be done by the time the sound ended. There it is. All right, I'll just right-click that, and now we have probably up here in our backpack is our Drygmy charm. The next thing I want to do is kind of get this started, and I'm going to put right in the center block here, I'm going to put a barrel. This is a sophisticated storage barrel, and I'm going to add into it the basic to diamond tier upgrade. So this now gives us a lot of space. I mean, there's a ton of space in here for us to do anything. This is as big as I can go. The next biggest would take some netherite, which I don't have yet. So what you got to do here, I believe, is you put a piece of mossy cobble on here, and then you use the Drygmy charm on it, and then the Drygmy will appear. And I think that's all you need to do. I'm going to put some trapdoors along the side. I've saw this in a video. I like the idea of the trapdoors, keeping the Drygmy from escaping. So I'll set up this, and then what we do is basically you right-click the Drygmy charm on the mossy cobble, and it's turning into basically like a Stonehenge type of structure that the Drygmy will be on top of it. And that should be all you need to do. There's the Drygmy, yay. So we're gonna watch this for a little bit. I'm gonna put the rest of the trapdoors and see if we get any drops down here. And there's another particle effect. You can see it kind of goes over to that, and you see a little explosion of green there, and I didn't see anything come down in here. So, and I think it's working. I just don't know if it gets a drop every single time. I've been watching this for a while, and I have not seen anything go down into the barrel. And I'm thinking that maybe this is because it needs source. The Drygmy is doing its work, and it's just sitting here, and the henge is not able to do anything because it doesn't have any source. So we have to get source from this room over here over to here. And so usually you would store source in a jar. So we're going to get the source jar first. So let's do that. Let's get a source jar, and let's create a source jar. That'd be nice, but no, we can't do that. Source jar, not enough materials. It's probably glass that we're missing. There's some glass. I've been cooking that up. So now let's make a source jar. Where did it go? There it went. Okay. And I'm going to put this over here in the room next to that area. So here we go. It's going to go right back here. And I got an egg again. I'm not sure where those eggs are coming from. But now, okay, so that is getting... Okay, so it's automatically linking because we're close enough to here. And that's kind of cool. So this will pull out, and it's basically feeding over. That's good. So this should be used by the henge then, and then pull in the inventory and down into here. So let me watch this a little bit more, see if anything happens. Hovering over the barrel, I can see it's got a lot of stuff now. So we're looking in here, and you can see we've got some experience gems and greater ones, some meat, some emeralds, looks like some wool, feathers, and just various items, even slime and blaze rod. So it looks like it's working. It's a little bit slow, but you know what? We can add more Drygmies, and it will work a little bit faster. Plus, we have other mobs that I want to get. I do have a list, and I have at least 6 more different things that I want to get. So we're going to try to go and look around and get some things and get some Drygmies now. So how do we get more Drygmies? Well, we have to use that same ritual to get the Drygmy charm. And so if you look at that, we're trying to get the charm, and you know the center ingredient is the Drygmy token. But how do you get that? Well, it says you get it by getting or giving a Drygmy a Weldon horn. So do we have any of those horns in here? We might have a few. We actually have 6 Weldon horns, and that's great. That's 6. But after that 6, what are we going to do? So what we're going to do real quick, though, is this. We're going to go and try to do, there's a recipe to actually make this right here, which is the tablet of summon Weldon. So we can actually summon the Weldon, kill them all, or use the creature catchers and catch them, and then it would just give us that as a drop in our farm. So then we have a renewable resource of them. So I think that's the route to go. So we're going to try to do this right now. I need a block of lapis for sure. And I think I've got everything else already in my inventory. So if I do that, I have the tablet, and I also have the brazier. So what I need to do right now is I think I need to go someplace far away and use this. So we're going to do that. Now, fortunately, I can fly, and so I'm going to fly north quite a ways, and about the time when you see up by my map, there's a little icon, little purple guy flying. It'll start to blink, which means the spell is about to wear off, And when it does, I don't want to be near that tower either. And when it starts to wear off, I will land, and that's where we'll fight these guys, okay? So you can see it's still active, so this is good. I don't want to be near that tower either. This is as good a spot as any, I think, right? So I'm going to land right here, and we're going to get this thing started. Let's see. We have to do this, and I better have these ready. So here we go. We're going to hit this. We're going to summon it, and then we're going to activate it, and it's going to start to do stuff. Now, this can get kind of crazy, so if I don't talk really well, you'll know what's going on. But here we go. We're going to activate it, and it's going to summon these guys. There's something right there. We'll get that one. Oh, there's one right there. Get that one. Okay. And I think that's all we need. That's all we need. That's all we need. Yeah, so if that's all we need, I should really, like, kill this stuff so people don't, you know, get these things. Here, let's see. Can we kill it? There we go. Anything else? Okay, there are more here. Is this guy we need? I don't know. This guy looks different. Let's grab that guy. See what I'm doing here? I'm capturing the ones that I think I need. And, okay, this is getting crazy. There's a horn. They're all mad at me. Sorry. But I think that did it. I think that got everything we need. Oh, excellent. Okay, so let's make sure we got all of our little things. We should have 4 of those. Let's go check our inventory here. We have one of the creature catcher with a Walden Hunter. We have a Walden Stalker and a Walden Defender. I think that's it. Let's go back to base. And we'll just take one of these guys out to show you we're still working on this. Oh, you got a Drygmy already in there. That's not good. We need to dispel that. How did I get a Drygmy in there? This is the guy here. This thing, it probably pulled him in because it's close. I'm not sure. So I do have a little bit of a problem. So when the Drygmies are over here and I put this jar down, it will pick them up. So this is going to have to figure out how to change this so this continues to run. This may have to move to a different location, this brazier. Maybe I'll put it out here or something so it's a little bit further away. So the Drygmy is inside of the jar. I'm going to use the spell on it to bring it out. And there they are. Now, to get the token back, you can just, it's kind of bad, but you can kill them. And then you get a token back in your inventory when they die. So there it is. There's the token. And I'm going to go over to the mob farm area, and I'm going to put this back in here. So I'm going to open the trap door, use the token, and there they are. Now, I'm thinking that now that that's there, if I put here's where the containment area is going to be. If I put a jar here, did it grab the Drygmy? No, it did not. That's good. So that's working. Let me grab this jar here. We got a few of these. And so now I should be able to take this thing out and get them into the containment area. So put 2 jars down, put the thing in the middle, stand back, and there it goes. And you can see now we have the Walden Hunter. And all I have to do is the other 2 the same way, and we'll add them to the farm. So from that fight, I got a couple more of these Walden Horns. So I'm going to grab all of those, and we're going to go find some Drygmies out in the wild, and we're going to go and get their tokens. And so we're going to do a few of these, probably all 8, and then we'll add them to the farm, and that should increase our rates. So I'll throw one out, and there's that. Give me a little token. There we go. There's one over here. Here you go. Have a horn. Yay, a little bouncy, and there's no more tokens. Moving on. I was able to get 10 Drygmy tokens. I'm only going to use 3 of them to make 3 Drygmy charms using this device. You saw me do this recipe before, so that we'll have a total of 4 Drygmies in there. So let me get those. And now that I have these 3 charms, I'm going to put them in here. So we have a total of 4 Drygmies in here, and they should be pulling in a little bit faster. Hopefully that'll work better. Let's look at our drops right now, though. You can see I am getting Walden Horns, so if we need more Drygmies, we can do that. We're also getting Walden Spikes. I don't see any of the wings yet, but that's okay. We got some skull fragments from the Wither Skull skeleton, so we're getting a lot of the resources that we want. It's kind of slow, but we're getting it, and I think this is fantastic. Well, everybody, that's all I've got time for today. So, I mean, I sure hope you like this mob farm and the journey that we went on to make this. We're going to make this and expand this even more so that we get a lot of the drops, and it will look fantastic and be cool when it's all complete. It's mostly complete now, but you know, hey, it'll keep working. Look at all that green stuff going in there. That's really cool. Anyway, guys, if you like this video, please click that like button. If you have any comments, put them down in the comment section. And if you'd like to be notified of those videos that I produce, please subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to hit the little bell icon so you get all notifications, okay? Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.